In the process of building projects for you this year, we decided to do a little side project as well. We wanted to start a garden, some fruits, vegetables, things that could help our family grow and thrive. We planted some in the ground, we planted some in some 5-gallon buckets, and we planted a few in some grow bags. But we ran into a major problem. Right when all the plants are starting to grow and thrive in the springtime, we had a drought. A bad drought for our area. We had about a month of 0 rain, and everything started turning brown and dying. And that's about the time I realized how much water our small garden needed. And we're on a well, so that means we're limited how much water can be used, especially in a drought. So that got me thinking, is there any way we can save water when it rains? So I tried saving some rainwater in some 5-gallon buckets, but 5 gallons only goes so far when you have a garden. So that's when I went out and purchased a few 55-gallon drums. But I ran into another problem. Water by itself in about a gallon weighs around 8 pounds. Now, that by itself, hey, that's pretty easy to move around. But when you're dealing with 55 gallons, I'm not sure if you can do the math quickly, but that's 440 pounds. And I'm not sure about you, but I can't lift 440 pounds easily. And on top of that, I need to get each of these barrels up at least a couple feet off the ground so that they drain a little bit easier whenever I'm watering the garden. And I want to have at least 2 of these up, which is not 440, that's 880 pounds. So we need a heavy-duty platform that can be able to handle 880 pounds for hopefully several years and just about anything else we can throw at it. So let's go build this. For the legs, I'm going to use a 4x4. Now this right here I've actually had for a while. It was sitting in my dog kennel out of the weather, and it definitely is covered in fur, and I seriously hope that it's covered in, but we're just not going to think about that for the moment. And since I already found this in storage, I wanted to throw an extra little challenge out for this simple build. Would it be possible to build the entire project with scraps and other materials that I already have laying around from other projects? Let's give this a shot. Our first step is to cut this board down. Now it is about 8 feet long, and so I want about 2 foot long sections. If it was exactly 8 feet, then I'd have to come back maybe an eighth down. So instead of 24 inches, it'd probably be 23 7/8, just to compensate for the loss of wood when we actually cut it. But in any case, we're gonna say about 2 feet. And I almost forgot to tell you that this wood is pressure treated, and that is very important because it'll be sitting on the ground and having water poured over it all year long. And we need to make sure that it will not rot and stay sturdy. With the legs now cut the size, I want to start an outer framing to kind of house everything together and give it a lot of strength. Now I need this to be about 4 feet long and about 2 feet deep so it can house 2 of those barrels. So that means I need at least 2 2x4s. Now I should have some 2x4s already laying around here because I did a series here recently on building project with just 2x4s. And if by chance you're interested in that, I'll put a link to that in the description, so make sure you check it out. The only difference with just a standard 2x4 is, again, I need these to be pressure treated so they last a long time. With that said, I have an old storage building out in my property. Let's go see if there's anything out there. And here's 3 of them right there. Now they are a little bit twisted, a little bit warped. That's okay, I think I can still make them work. They're also covered in spiders and just mess. But that's okay, this is an outdoor project, so these will work great. And looking just beyond those 2x4s, I happen to have some deck boards here. These right here were used when I was building my deck. I had apparently a couple left over. I completely forgot they were even in here. But yeah, those might work for this project as well. And I cut those boards down to 2 at 48 inches long and 4 at 21 inches long. Now I laid the boards out on my workbench because I know it's a nice level flat surface, and I put all the pretty sides of the board facing down so that the top will be on the actual flat surface, just in case some of the boards are not exactly even. We also want to make sure that the 21-inch boards are sandwiched in between the 2 48-inch boards so that once the full width is there, it should be close to 24 inches. We also need to grab a measuring tape, and coming in from the end of the 48-inch board, we want to measure in 16 inches. That'll allow us to center up and line up these center boards a little bit easier. Now make sure you do that from all four corners on the 48-inch boards, and everything should line up quickly. Then grab a square or something you know is square and put it in your corner so we know that all of our intersections are at 90 degrees. Then we're going to take some screws and go through the 48-inch board into the 21-inch board. Now I'm not sure if you can hear it right now, but it has started to rain really hard. And I want to take you outside and show you it's rough, but my water collection gutter that will eventually run into our big drums. It is not finished, but we'll show you how much water is actually flowing out. It was really hard to hear out there, but I have a carport, and the carport is draining into that gutter. In fact, I'm only using about half of that carport, but it's draining in there and draining out that tube, which will eventually have a hose that runs into our 55-gallon drums. And in those rainy days, that should fill it up really quickly. With the frames now complete, we want to grab the legs and we want to position each one of them in a corner. Now we can't just use those regular screws that we use to assemble this frame. Those won't be strong enough, so let me show you what to use. I'd suggest using something like these. These are structural screws that are 5/16 inch thick and about 4 inches long. Each one of these is rated at over 1,000 pounds shear strength, so they should be plenty strong for this project. And I'm going to go straight in from the outside of the frame into the leg on two sides using 2 screws each. So in other words, it'll be 4 screws going into each leg. This will be plenty strong. Oh, and just in case you were wondering, I did have these left over from a previous project. In fact, it was probably from when we built the deck. And I should probably suggest it'd probably be a good idea to pre-drill these holes since this screw is so thick. Of course, make sure the drill bit is smaller than the shank of the actual screw. Otherwise, there'd be a good chance of splitting these 2x4s because these screws are so large. With all 4 legs securely in place, we're now going to flip this over so it'll be on its feet and we can work on the top. It's now time to put some boards across the top so we can have a nice table for everything to sit on. Now I'd probably suggest using 2x4s to do this, and you should only need probably 3 2x4x8 boards cut to 4 feet, and that should work for you. But as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I only want to use stuff I already have on hand, and I don't have enough 2x4s to do that. But, do you remember that deck board? It happens to be 16 feet long. And I'm only going to need 4 boards going across, so 16 divided by 4 is 48 inches. It should work perfect. I would definitely suggest installing the outer boards first, making sure they're flush on the sides and on the ends, and just using some screws at each intersection. This will allow you to just eyeball the center boards and get them close enough. And I would suggest pre-drilling your holes before you add the screws just to help prevent splitting. And there we go. It's nice and complete. That is sturdy. Man, it doesn't even move me. Look at that. No movement. That right there is nice and solid. So let's take this outside and test it out with the drums. Okay, I'm working by myself today, and this is quite heavy with all that wood. So we're trying to be very careful and not hurt myself, so you may not need a hand truck to move it, but I did. Well, I was planning on putting this drum up on the stand and show you exactly how it looked, but remember that rainstorm? It has filled my drum up to about 1/3 full, so we're talking 15 to 20 gallons at over 8 pounds a gallon. Well over 100 pounds. I don't feel confident in lifting that up by myself. So how about I get up on top of this, I jump up and down several times, show you how sturdy it is, and if it can handle me jumping up and down a bunch, it should be able to handle some totes or some barrels sitting just stagnant on top. Now for the moment of truth. Oh, that is solid. I'm not sure if you can tell, but that feels like I'm just jumping on the solid ground. Oh yeah, that's gonna be perfect. Now I hope this simple project inspired you to look in your garage, your basement, or just around your house and figure out what materials you have so you can build something awesome. Have fun building.